Alright, so it's a Tuesday night. We had a little ice storm, and guess what? My defroster wouldn't turn on when I got out of work. So anyways, I looked it up on YouTube, Google, all that stuff, and couldn't find out that apparently these Chevy Cruzes, this is a 2012 Chevy Cruze. Apparently there's like these little gears up inside the dash that go bad, or at least a gear that connects two gears to make it operate properly. So taking the dash out's real easy. I'll actually probably make a little part 1 video, because all you got to do is like this, and I'll just kind of reenact it for a second, but like the dash cluster obviously is going to be right here, and then there's 3 bolts, 1, 2, 3, that bolt the dash cluster down, plus one here and one here. So to start things off, you pull this plastic piece up, comes off real easy. Take out those 3 bolts, then you got to lower your steering wheel down or whatever, and then you pop. It's hooked onto my cluster over here. The top of the steering column cover, little dust cover, it just snaps up real easy. And the cluster just unplugs, super simple. Get it out of the way. Anyways, I'll see if I can get a light up in there. You'll see 2 white wheels. I'll put my light in over here, I think. You can see 2 little white wheels. This wire harness, you'd think it'd be easy to pull out of the way. You got a big one, and then that little one that's up top. That, when the big one spins, when you adjust your switch from, you know, vent to defrost or down to the floor of the heater or whatever, the big wheel spins. And then at one point there's a smaller cog, I guess, attached to the back side of that. And it spins a certain direction, and then it causes that top wheel to spin. That's the one that will open up and close your defrost vents. If it's not working properly, if it breaks or strips out or whatever, the gear that connects the two that you can't see, I can feel it behind it that it's loose and broken or whatever. That wheel will kind of work its way back and shut off. So when you turn on your defrost, all you get is air just straight out of your main vents. So no matter what, when you have it on defrost, put it on heat, it'll go down to the floor. Put it on vents, it'll come out the vents. Put it on defrost, it just stays out of the vents. Anyways, so of course I found a couple videos on how to take the dash cluster off and get that wheel. A quick fix is to turn that wheel forward, which I've already done. But a lot of them say that it will work its way back. You know, it won't take very long and it'll work its way back. And then you got to take the dash off again and all that stuff. And some guys talking about zip tying and this and that. So started with like one of those little alligator paper clips, trying to get up there and clip it on the wheel, but it just couldn't work. But what I found, I don't know if you can see it, I put a golf tee. I was able to slide a golf tee up, and it fits perfect right down next to the little wall and the back side of that gear. And it'll fit in there and just poke it right down in there, and now that thing is locked in there tight. So I can use my defrost. I can switch it back down the floor. I'll have heat and this and that, but I just can't do anything, so I can't get it, so it just comes out of these, which is okay. During the winter, you gotta have defrost and floor, hopefully, and also I should say. So during the summer, I'll end up, apparently you got to take the whole dash off to get those wheels out, and I heard they're real tough to get them synchronized so it works properly. That's what they keep saying. And I'll see if I can put my phone up there so you can maybe get a little better view. I won't be able to with the light. I'll try to readjust. Trying, guys, I'm trying. That wiring harness is getting me every time. So anyways, can kind of lift the wiring harness up a little. Let me see here. Sorry, I know you guys are getting the point, but it's always try to get a better Better angle, better angle, better angle always. See if I can get that harness up. Get the light in there. It's kind of hard to do it all. No, anyways. Let me get that wiring harness back in there. So long story short, I know you guys can see those wheels. Oh, hold on. Let me get you. I'm grunting like I'm straining, but I'm really not. I don't know. It must be a guy thing. Grunting. Anyways. Just for some reason I feel like I gotta have a closing shot for the wheels. Let me do put the light here. See if I can put my camera in this way. Yeah, I don't know if you can see it. I'm guessing not. Anyways, you get the idea. You can shove a golf tee down on top of that little wheel, and you can see the top of the golf tee, and it'll hold it open. All right. It's not that tough to get to it, guys. It's pretty easy, but it's not the real fix. Apparently, you got to take the dash all the way off, and I heard it. I always keep seeing the $1,000 dealership. So we'll see. Might not do it. If this works out okay, screw it. Just keep going with it. It's an old. The car's getting almost 200,000 miles on it now, so